Hello everyone, thank you for coming to today's council meeting. So today, we're going to be unboxing what's in these Commander precons that come with Zendikar Rising. So there's two different of these, a Dimir one for sneak attack, and a Naya Land's Wrath. So, let's look at this. The prices on these are not too bad. So it's probably around $20 a deck. So I'm actually really happy with that because that means that this is a pretty good price point for new players to get into Commander. And looking at the list, these are just absolutely full of staples for the format. So you've got the Soul Ring, you've got the Arcane Signet, and already you're at, what? Half the price of the deck almost? With just those? So, kind of interesting packaging. It's a bit more compact and comes with its own little box and one of those spin counters that they're now so fond of. So let's see what else is in here. So we do have the foil commander. So a Noan, the Ruin Thief. Other rogues get +1/+1. And whenever one or more rogues you control deal combat damage to a player, that player mills a card for each damage dealt to them. Each damage dealt to them. If the player mills at least one creature card this way, you draw a card. So you get card advantage, and you can actually probably get mill to work in Commander. Which I'm kind of interested. So, oh, very cool. So it has its own little set symbol. Okay, unblockable rogues. Lots of rogues. Card draw. Wow. This is actually probably not too terrible of a deck. And then it would take just a little bit to upgrade it. So there's the Signet, Commander Sphere, got Enigma Thief, Whisper Still Dagger, Notorious Throng, Scourge of Fleets, Stolen Identity, Fated Return, Gonti, Lord of Luxury, and Garruk's Wake, Necromantic Selection, Night Howler, Ogre Slumlord, Sluptural Primordial, I butchered that, Consuming Aberration, Lazav, Dimir Mastermind, ooh, Notion Thief, Una, Queen of the Fae. So that's another pretty decent hit. Lot of rares. Ooh, and a Sieg, River Cutthroat. I always love the Black Blade Reforged. Okay, so comes with Keyrune, Locket, and Signet. Mindstone, Soul Ring. This is the only part that I'm not as happy about is you have a Rogue's Passage, which is helpful, but for the most part, you get tap lands and basics. So I'd say for $20, which is about the price I paid for one of these decks for my LGS, I'd say that's actually not a bad price. And of course, the box is big enough that these could be sleeved in. I'm a fan of that. So this is basically setting up so the new player can get going. The only thing that would make this even cooler as like a starter set is if there were the sleeves in there. But, you know, I can understand not wanting to say that, so I can totally see an industrious... Let's get this bottom one off. LGS owner saying, hey, by the way, you need sleeves for those. How about you get some? And then selling them some sleeves. Again, the really super cool box. The one thing I didn't like about the previous Commander precons that I've been dealing with, the 2018, 2019, and C20, is the box that they come in. So you can't really store them in that box. So we got Aboon Moldiva Ancestor. At the beginning of combat on your turn, up to one target land you control becomes an XX elemental creature with trample and haste until end of turn, where X is Obun's power. It is still a land. And so this has landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. I wonder which creature you're going to put a counter on. But in all seriousness, halfway decent commanders. So I'm looking at this not from like seasoned player, somebody that's very new to the game. Ooh, Condemn is a decent one because it doesn't exile or kill. It just puts it on the bottom of the library. In some cases, that can be pretty useful. Ooh, so you get to Core Cartographer, searching for land. Retreat to Amara. Ooh, Acidic Slime. Not too terrible. Beanstalk Giant, Circuitous Root. So you might see a pattern with some ramp in here. Far Wanderings, Fertilid, Harmonize, Harrow, Inspiring Call, Keeper of Fables, Kalani Heart Expedition. Not too bad. Kodama's Reach. That's actually a pretty well-used commander staple there. Yavimaya Elder's another one. Zendikar's Royal is a fun one for the landfall. Then we've got Trove Warden, Geode, Rager, Admonition Angel, Amaria Angel, Amaria Shepherd, Hour of Revelation. Whew. Okay, Planar Outburst, Sun Titan, Together Forever, Abundance. Ooh, with Rebecca Goy art. Oh, I'm going to put this off to the side because that is gorgeous. The Mending of Dominaria, Multani, Yavamaya's Avatar, Nissa's Renewal, Rampaging Balos. Recently a discussion on Twitter about how some people thought that was a terrible card, even though it's a 6/6 with trample for 6 that spits out 4/4 green beast creature tokens in green. Green has ramp. like a bunch of the spell cards were ramps. Ooh, card draw. And playing an additional land, so spitting out that. Sylvan Advocate, Waker of the Wilds, Living Twister, Mina and Den Wildborn, Omnath, Locus of Rage, Seer Sundial, just another Signet, another Soul Ring. Not as happy about the mana base, although Croissant Verge is always a good one to get because you can, yeah, it's a decent fetch. So it fetches both a forest and a plains, putting them into the battlefield tapped. Does enter tapped, but it does tap for a mana. But we also have the Myriad Landscape with new art, and Anaya Panorama, which I like. So, then the basics. So overall, just look at that art. Perfection. Overall, the value of these decks are coming in at way more than these actually cost to buy. It'll drive the prices down over time, but you know what? This makes the format accessible to new players. And I was kind of happy when they announced these and then had the actual list of what's in the decks, that they described what they had, because it turns out that these are not like the garbage Planeswalker decks that people were expecting. And that's really the thing that worried a few people, is that, oh, these are replacing Planeswalker decks. They're going to be terrible. It's going to be awful. Blah. Well, it turns out these were not terrible. So if the two precons, which are also priced about the same for Commander Legends, turn out to be pretty similar to this, I think going forward, this would be the way to do it. This makes the format accessible. I mean, $20, that's, a couple of fast food meals, depending on how much you eat fast food. And overall, I think it is a great value. So remember, support your LGS. If you don't have an LGS near you, or you're looking for great deals, please check out our sponsor at geekify.us. Very communicative. There's been some issues with product from Wizard, and Andrew's been on top of it, trying to make sure everyone's happy. And you know what? I love buying from them, and they're one of my go-tos for singles as well as sealed product because of how fabulous the customer service is. And not only that, great prices, great selection. So check them out. Well, thank you all for coming today. If you would like to know when we're meeting next, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notification, or you can join us in our Discord. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video and you're as enthusiastic about these decks as I am. And we will see you all next time. The meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.